What is up, Africana fam? In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to achieve this beautiful peekaboo highlight look from start to finish. So if you want to see how I achieve this look, go ahead and keep on watching, get your favorite comforter, some snacks, and get ready to watch the show. Timestamps for each segment will be provided. Alright y'all, so to start this peekaboo madness, we're going to have to do the watercolor method. I am going in with the Kiss Semi-Permanent Temptation color in the color Funky Yellow. I do have a bucket of half full of hot water, and I'm taking some blonde hair that I had laying around my house. It was a 16-inch. Overall, I'm using a bundle and a half, pretty much half and half for the yellow and the purple. So I'm just dipping the hair inside and making sure that it is nice and saturated before pouring it out and replacing it with new water. And right now I'm using the Kids Temptation in the color Purple Passion for the purple side of the blonde. And while dipping the hair, you do want to make sure that you're combing through the hair to make sure that every strand is saturated. I am then splitting the hair into two and then just kind of like making it longer, and I'm going to wring it out and let it air dry overnight. So today's hair sponsor is from LuvMe Hair. This is the package that it comes in, and this is the 14-inch 5x5 HD lace closure wig, and it's the loose wave texture. And it comes with some goodies as well too. It has a scarf, a baby hair comb, I had no idea what this is, and a wig cap as well. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and remove the net from the hair, and y'all, this hair is ready to wear. Like the waves, I've never gotten hair that was already pre-curled. Overall, I just love how dense and bouncy this hair is. It was super easy to work with this hair, and the knots are super tiny and pre-bleached and pre-plucked. Come on, you guys. Alright, so I'm going in with my concoction, and if you haven't watched my last video, go ahead and watch it. I made up my own lace tint from scratch, so if you want to see how I made that, go ahead and watch that last video. But I'm just spraying the hair. I'm doing just one layer of my lace tint on the hair and letting that air dry for about 15 minutes. And as y'all can see, like the lace took the color very nicely. And this is how the hair looks like after it had air dried over 24 hours. I am trying to go for a Lakers kind of look, clearly. So right now I'm going in with some nylon thread and a curved seed needle. And now I'm just going into random sections. I'm starting off in the back first, cutting off a random section and pinning up the hair with a duckbill clip. Now I'm going to go ahead and just sew the tracks in the back a little bit. I'm just going to go ahead and just sew the middle part. I'm not going to do from like ear to ear. I'm just going to pick random small or semi-big sections to sew the tracks in, and I'll just be going by yellow, purple, just so that you can have that highlight kind of effect. You don't want to overtop or put the same color on top of each other, otherwise it's not really going to give that highlight effect. So as you guys can see, the first track is done, and I'm just combing out the hair just to see how it looks and how it blends in with the hair. And now I went ahead and cut in another section. I went a little bit upwards, and now I'm going to go ahead and apply the purple track. And again, I'm just doing small to medium sections of adding the tracks. I did have some leftover hair overall. And now I'm just using my shears to cut off any of the excess track that I have that I didn't sew down. And there we have our purple highlight. And like I said, you're just going to keep on going upwards. I did primarily focus on doing the highlights on the sides because I feel like the sides is what you see the most. So I did just a couple on the back. I probably did like 3 highlights predominantly in the back of the hair, but after I just focused more on the sides and focusing it more on the upwards area towards the closure, because that's where you're going to be seeing that the most. So as you can see, I am on the right side, well, my right and y'all left. And I'm just going to go ahead and sew some more highlight colors. And after I am done doing that on the wig cap itself, I'm going to now go into the closure. So you want to make sure when you're doing it in the closure, you want to make sure that you have enough hair to cover up the highlights so no tracks can be seen. So overall on each side of the closure, because I do have it parted in the middle part, I did 3 highlight tracks. and I'm just gonna go ahead and sew it directly on the lace. And you also want to make sure too that you are not sewing it right in front of the hairline, because you do not want the track to be shown, especially if you're trying to have that frontal type effect. So you see that I'm about an inch away from the hairline. You want to keep it just as that, so you can still have that highlight effect but not showing your tracks. Now that I'm done sewing in the yellow, I'm going to go ahead and cut another section of the hair and making sure that it covers the tracks of the yellow, and then I'm going to go in with the purple. As you guys can see, there's some black hair overlapping the yellow, and now I'm going to go ahead and sew the purple. And again, you want to stay away from the hairline. And this is the finished result. Well, not quite yet, but this is how it looks. We're going to fix it up because it looks crazy, clearly. So now I'm just trying on the wig on my head, making sure everything looks nice and the wig is feeling beautiful and dense. We love a dense wig. And now I'm just going to go in with my Care wax stick and apply that on the middle part of my hair, as well on the hairline, and use my hot comb on the hottest setting just to press out the hair. And this will just help the hair look more flatter and not Humpty and Dumpty like how I did earlier. And as I can see, the highlighted hair has some frayed ends, so I'm just going in with my shears and just cutting it away, making sure that it's nice and full at the ends and not straggly. And now I'm going in with my Babyliss Titanium Pro curling iron in the 1 1/2 inch barrel. And I'm just going to go ahead and curl away from my face. I am going for those big juicy curls. I definitely like some big juicy curls on a bob. It looks really great and fantabulous. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. The hair is already curled, so I'm just really curling the areas that have the highlight parts, because the highlighted parts are not curled. Alright y'all, so now I'm going to go ahead and cut the lace. I'm starting off in the middle first and using my shears. You want to cut as near to the hairline as possible, and then I'm going to use my eyebrow razor just to cut in a jagged motion. You want to cut as close to the hairline as possible. Now I'm just briefly showing y'all how I did my fishtail braid. I literally just learned 15 minutes off the fly before doing this, and I didn't get a good angle, but y'all see what's going on. I split the hair into two, and then I'm just going to be picking each side from the back of each side and then just bring it forward. So I am braiding forwards in a sense. That's what I learned. I learned pretty fast, so I'm happy. I give myself a little clap and a pat on my back. But yeah, I'm not really teaching y'all how to do it. I'm just showing y'all the process of how I did it. And now I went ahead and used a rubber band to secure the ends, and I'm going in with my shears to cut off any flyaways from the braid so the braid looks nice and neat. And this is how she looks. Alright y'all, so I already got my wig cap on. I am now going to go ahead and just use some of my foundation just to kind of tint it a little bit darker. And now I'm applying the wig on my head and applying some of my pressed powder onto the lace. And now I'm just going back in with my hot comb just to make sure everything is nice and flat because I hate a bumpy wig. Alright, so you could leave this glueless, but if you don't, I mean, this is still technically glueless, but if you want to add a little, you know, a little a little more protection, I'm using my Bold Hold Liquid Gold from the hair diagram, and I'm just using the tip of my rat tail comb with a little bit of product just to outline the hairline, and then going in with the blow dryer on warm heat. And then I apply some hair serum for some finishing touches, and these are the finished results, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video from start to finish. Go ahead and click that subscribe button if you have not. What are you doing? Go ahead and subscribe to me and click that bell to get notified of when I drop my videos, y'all. Please comment some purple and yellow hearts to get the algorithm going. I love y'all.